it's just this weekend has kind of gotten us a little bit. Checks are screwed up, or my check is screwed up. She doesn't get a check. Check from work is screwed up, and I'm having to, unfortunately, come on here and ask for some help. So yeah. So I'm asking for any help at all. If anybody can help at all with anything at all to go towards the hotel. We've got $30 for the week. We got to come up with the week. I've been trying since yesterday, and unfortunately $30 is all we've come up with. Is that any better? I don't think I had my hand I might have had my hand over the microphone just a little bit. I was holding it kind of funny. So I hope everybody can hear me. Hey, Christina. So that's kind of the that's kind of what's going on right now. I hate it. I hate it, but I hate having to come back on here when this should have been the week that things started getting better. But I'm not a psychic. I can't predict the future, right? If I could, I'd predict some lottery numbers, and we'd all be doing better. No, Shelby, it's not. There's just a little glitch happening, and I'm not 100% sure what happened. I don't think they are either. And they didn't have they didn't have a very good option. God, everybody's talking about they can't hear me tonight. Guys, I don't know. Shelby, you would think that would be the easiest way to do it, but they was trying to figure out where everything went and figure stuff out, and then figure out how they're going to handle it. So they gave themselves basically a pretty big window of, oh, you'll have it before next payday. And before next payday doesn't pay my room rent. You know, before next payday I can't go up and tell the front desk that I'll have your money before next payday. Or before next checkout day. What are you doing over there?
I was trying to scratch my arm and my hand.
Don't drop your phone, Lord. Don't drop your phone. That phone's hanging on by a hope and a prayer. Kat, I don't have the answer to that. Only thing I can do is answer the way they answer to me. And that's how it got answered to me. I'm at the mercy of having to wait on them. Wingo. So they've got to figure out what happened to my check before they can give me another check. So, yeah, I've worked at places where if something happened to your check, they fixed it right then. I've worked at places where if something happened to your check, it was, we can fix it, but you got to wait till the next payday before it's going to show up. I believe I did answer your question. So, because they said they've got to figure out what happened to my check before they can try to fix anything else. They're not going to give me any money until they know what happened. When do y'all want to block Zara? Oh, I don't know why I was having a conversation with them. No followers, no. They're getting smarter with pictures. It's supposed to be direct deposit. It's just there was a glitch in the system somehow or another. I don't know what happened. They don't know what happened. Only thing I know is I'm sitting here with the $30 to my name, and I got to figure out how to add $340 to that so we're not homeless. So we don't pack everything up, put it in the trunk of the car, and hope that we can get into another room once I get my paycheck. So that's where my scenario's at this point. And it sucks. I haven't been at the job long enough to get a payday loan. Yeah, did a title loan way back in the day, like way, it was on a Toyota Camry I had. No, may have been. Zeroed out of the Bronco I had. And I said, once I ever got out underneath that, I was not going to mess with any of those places ever again. Yeah, they do have some requirements. You have to be so long. One of them that I called and talked to, they actually prefer you have an actual bank to back it up, so you can show you're getting a direct deposit, and then they can take it out of your bank. So I've heard other people say that, MJ, that they have they got stuck in a cycle of it. I think to borrow 400 at one of them, because I did check on them, because I'm getting really desperate, but I'm glad it didn't work out. It was a 27% interest back to it on a $400 payday loan. Would have been, I'd have paid back $508, and that would have swallowed most of my check. And I'd have been sitting there trying to figure out gas, and it gets you in a cycle. One was borrow 400, pay back 450, but I didn't have enough time built up at work to even do that. Oh, they definitely rip off. And I mean, when I did that title loan way back in the day, it was, I paid like 6 months on it before anything started going to the principal. Everything else was just insurance. And then after the 6 months, it was like $12 went to what the actual loan was. And it took me forever to get up underneath that. Hey Greg, how are you doing tonight? Oh, Greg, I've been better. I'm sitting here with every minute ticking off, running out of time for a room. So it's just desperately need any kind of help I can get. So far, the only thing I've gotten today is people promising they're going to help, people who's helped before, and then got the CA I could use, and then just went straight to awareness and gave it to them. And so, of course, they're trying to get everything shut down. So, it is what it is. Story of my documentary is going to be, it is what it is. But that's awesome. I am happy for you. That's an awesome job. Well, hello. It's $370 for the week. I have to pay it by the week. I actually have 30. That's all I have is $30 of it, which is very unfortunate. I'm trying to get any kind of help at all with the rest. I mean, any kind of help would be appreciated. $5, $10, $15, $20. If somebody wanted to bless with all of it, believe me, I would do cartwheels. Or as close as I could get to cartwheels. So I tell you, having followers ain't all what it's cut up to be sometimes. Because for every good one you get, you'll get 10 bad ones. But you'll make some good friends in here. You stick around with TikTok, you can make some good friends, but more of the rest of it is just crazy. Set that down hard. Hey, Alabama Queen, how are you doing? Been better. Been better. And if anybody can help with anything towards the hotel room, guys, it would be appreciated beyond belief. Because I have to pay for the week tomorrow. I can't pay for a day. I don't know when the check is coming. I don't know if it's going to be here tomorrow, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. They just said before next payday. Next payday is Friday. So I don't know. But I can't do a day at a time, so if I could, that's what I'd be asking for help with, would just be a day and get a day at a time until it showed up, but it will not. I wished it would, but so the room we've got to pay it by the week. This is the only hotel that had anything open that is anywhere beyond the reason of doubt to be able to afford the other ones. I can't afford. I can't afford a. Listen, I can't afford a $245 a day hotel room. So it's not really an option. If we don't keep the room, we'll be living in the car until we can hope to get another room again. We check out tomorrow. Even if I got my check on Tuesday or Wednesday, there's no guarantee there's going to be a room here. So that's what a lot of people don't understand. They're like, well, just move to when you can pay for the day to day, but I can't afford a $200 plus hotel every day of the week. That's $1,400 a week. I'm sitting here begging for help right now, pleading for anybody who's listening that if they can help in any way at all, please help us. So everybody's got solutions to the problem that's never been in the problem that we're in. When you talk to someone who's been in this situation, they're like, "Man, you're right. You're 100% right." On it's hard, and other rooms are this and this, you know. But someone who's never been in this situation has all the answers to the problems that they've never been involved in. And I hope y'all never have to figure out how to figure things out. I hope y'all never get in these situations. I hope and pray it that you never get in these situations. I hope the ones who are rude to us and ugly to us and stream us like they do and try everything they can do to cause that some of them cause harm and discomfort in our lives. I hope that y'all never have to go through any of this. I really do. I pray y'all don't. So it is positive. It really is. You're spending most of your spending most of your money on trying to make it and trying to survive, and then you just don't have nothing at the end of it. Surely I cannot. It's interest rates are too high on that, and Cash Express, I can't go there because I don't have enough time built up at my job. Hey, Cookie, we've been better. We have been better. If anybody's sending me a DM, I can't check them right now.
Give me a second.
I don't know if it was. I don't know what it said there was something, but I don't know. I tell you, you send $500, I'll get out there on live and do my damnedest to do a cartwheel.
Yeah.
I might break an arm in the process, but I would try. You already got my Cash App, so yeah, just send it to that. And we'll go live in a living color with it. That's not the one I was waiting on. Okay, must have been to. I couldn't see where it said it was sent to an inbox, and that was the only thing I could think of that was an inbox. I swiped it off before I checked. So, oh well. Exactly, positive. By the time you pay for the room, buy a few groceries to try to make it for the week, put gas in your vehicle, you're broke again. But it's a cycle that's hard to get out of, and then once you get one little hiccup, one little thing happens, something doesn't go as planned, something doesn't happen when it's supposed to, it throws everything off. It just a paycheck's messed up, a paycheck's short, something happens to a vehicle, something happens to a loved one that you're with, heaven forbid, you're screwed because you don't have that cushion. You know, but it's yep, I get that. And I'm not asking anybody who is struggling or who's having a hard time and can't, you know, make ends meet themselves to help us out. I'm asking anybody, if you can, please help us out. So if you're looking at your financial situation and you know you can't help somebody out, then don't help somebody out. If you look at it and you're like, oh yeah, I can send $20 to this person and it's not going to affect me any at all during the week, or I'm not even going to notice it's gone, and you want to, then by all means, please do. But if you're looking at your situation and you're struggling and you're not making it, don't, hey, don't help somebody. That's just, it's kind of common sense. I understand everybody's having a hard time. Not everybody's having a hard time. A lot of us are. 80% of us are. But there are people out there who could help somebody, could help anybody else. Exactly, positive. Exactly. You know, yeah, I'm still working. My paycheck got screwed up this week and I didn't get it. And I'm in a desperate shape of needing, I've got to have my room tomorrow paid for. I don't know how I can pull it off without any help. I don't know. I've got $30 to my name. I'm $330 short on it. I don't know how it's going to happen, but it's just, hey, Daniel, um, that's for the week. It's $370 a week. I have $30, so I'm 340 short on the room for the week. And in this situation, with a check coming, once it gets straightened out, I have no issue with sending it back to somebody. I don't. You know, someone helped me out today, and But by the grace of the good Lord, I woke up tomorrow and my check was there. I'd send the money back to them. If my check hits Tuesday or Wednesday or Thursday, they say before Friday, I'd send it back to them. You know, it's. I'm asking for some help, but this is the time to where I know I could get money back to somebody. But it's like, I don't know. I'm grasping at straws. I'm reaching for the rope and I'm missing it. It's just, I'm beyond tired of this crap. It really is. I'm going to work. I'm working. Things should start getting better. The week things should start getting better. It's like something happens. And when that gets fixed, we should be back on the path of getting better. Hey, Amber. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Penelope. We'll be in the car. We'll both have to stay in the car. That's Sarah. I did not. With the money we have to leave, we'll be staying in the car until we can get back into another room here. And there's no guarantee that if we check out, we get the money to come back, that they'll have a room. And I can't afford the higher dollar hotels here. That's That's not ideal, but I don't have nowhere for her to go if I don't have a place. So yeah, she'd have to sit in the car while I'm working, and that is if they'll ever allow that. Then we got to hope that she doesn't have to use the restroom any at all the whole day, because she can't come inside and use the restroom. She can't drive, so it's not like she can drop me off and she can drive somewhere to be safe. She would have to go where I'm at, or I'd have to go where she's at. Triple G, she does not at the time. They'll kind of see it when I go past the entry point. So, but then there's not even a shade tree to park the car underneath there. It'd be in the middle of a hot parking lot, sun beaming on the car all day long. Stuck there, can't get out and go use the bathroom. Mountain Love, I can't afford the other hotel rooms that we can go to. We're talking about um, they're like $200 plus a night. So I don't have the money to pay the room for tomorrow. Unless I get some help on the rest of the money, I don't have the money to pay it. I've got $30. You can't take Juju into a library or a mall. Yeah. See, if we was still in Dyersburg, that would be a situation where we could do something like that. She could go sit with them during the day and but we're not there anymore. So we didn't have nowhere else to stay. They had ran us out of every hotel we could afford in Dyersburg. We didn't have a place we could stay. We had to change locations and try to start over. And we moved to a totally different city for that. Samantha, right now we do have some food in the fridge. We got food for a few days. It's just the room is coming up before a check gets here. So the room is the biggest concern. Uh, so food isn't the worry because we did stock up last time we had some extra money for some food. Y'all never been in this situation. I can tell by some of y'all's answers y'all have never been in this situation. It's kind of and they call it like it may just be me being um, I don't know. It just may be me being overly beaten down by the trolls and being overly paranoid for them. But usually when someone comes in and they've actually been in a situation, they have better better advice and better solutions to the problems besides the same ones that are given over and over and over and over. It's just, and it may just be I'm just so, you know. So yeah, they're not coming down here and paying the hotel bill and deducting it from my check. They didn't give a damn that it was that I have to pay it by Monday or I don't have a place to live. I go, well, we'll have it fixed before your next payday. That's freaking Friday. So not saying what kind of business it is. No, as I'm working, when I talk to them today, they want money tomorrow. If I don't have money tomorrow, I don't have a room. His words was pretty simple. I understand that, but I can't say anything about where I'm working, what kind of business it is, what this is, what that is to people because there are some people listening that will take that and run with it and try to cause issues. Thank you, Jen, for somebody finally speaking up and saying that. And Samantha, like I said earlier, if you're sitting there and you're looking at the situation and you go, man, I want to send this person $10, but it's going to put me in a bad spot, don't send the $10. By all means, keep it. You know, but if you're looking at the situation, you're like, man, I want to send this person $10, $20, and I'm not even going to realize it's, you know, it's missing. And then if you want to help, help. So it's like, they didn't give two craps. I could have put them on the phone with my employer, and it's if I don't have the money by tomorrow, I don't have a place to live. I don't watch her stuff, but I hear about it. I hear about Maggie's getting. Oh, what's this? Y'all hang on 1 second. No, I think it was to something else. I think it was an Instagram one that I wasn't really waiting on it. I just seen it, seen the name, and it looked familiar, and I was like, you know, and I'm not going into talking about her. I've just heard, I heard the other night, and this is as far as it goes. She was eating a what are they called? Seafood bowl.
Yeah.
While telling people she needed $90.
Yeah.
And you know, hey, it's again, if people want to send her the money and they can do it, that's their business. Whether she needs it or not, whether she's spending it the way she says she's doing it or what, you know, that's those people's business to send. You know, I don't watch her. I just know what I see from scrolling through. I don't watch a lot of stuff that, you know. For one, I've got a pretty good algorithm on here or stuff I like, so I don't go and watch it on. You know, I don't go and check the dirt sheets. So, not right now. She can't, Sarah. She's got some health issues. She's working on getting taken care of. The only one that I can truly remember watching on Maggie was uh, when she was riding a little scooter in the dollar store or something. It was a store, and she had checked out, and they told her total, and then she started, "All right, chat, that's how much I need." And they kept telling her she was going to have to get out of line so they could check other people out. That's how I was introduced to her. So I was just like, that's kind of wild, you know. But again, I don't really, you know. No, we want to get our own place. We just got to get to the point to where we can save some money and we can do, you know. The goal isn't to stay in a hotel for the rest of our life, you know. You know, I don't ever really go to the FIP. I just go to the people I follow and watch that stuff. Because I like watching people like Nate Petrowski, and I would love to do that. I would love just to buy a big spot of land and make it self-efficient and say, the hell with everything. But if anybody can help us any at all, guys, we need a miracle at this point. Uh, I don't wore this so long I can look down and see it without seeing it. Or a little yellow, what are they, silicone bracelet. It's got Luke 18:1 on it. And I wore that so much I've got a white tan line. And I wear it because that keeps me remembering to stay in the Word. Everyone times are hard. Something's going wrong, you don't understand, you know, get in the Word. I didn't have it on, but I looked down, I could still see the white mark. So, Jamie, it's I don't know. It's a day. It has not came in yet, so that was just a troll, Shelby. Just a troll. Trying to remember back. I'm not trying to remember back. I'm just going to go back and read something. Yeah. They just they own it tonight, guys. You know what though? We're just gonna let them keep on. They can keep on with whatever they want. We're going to recenter ourselves. Um, we're going to not play the game of arguing with them and not be bothered. So, and I know what they're trying to say there. I know exactly what they're trying to say. And I'll touch base on it for 1 second, and that's all they get. Before I knew who Detroit Nike was on here, I was in one of his lives. I was watching the guy. He seemed pretty sincere the day I was watching. He was needing $8. I didn't send him crap. I didn't have it to send. But I asked him, I said, how much do you like? He goes, I like $8. I left the live for an hour or so. Came back. He's still on. I said, hey, did you get that? And they took that as I sent him the $8 that I sent Detroit Nike money. But nobody has any proof besides that I sent him anything. So that's them reaching to find something to make a truth out of something, but it's a lie. But I'm the liar. But everything they say is the truth. Everything they say is the truth. They never lie. They never make up any kind of stories. most truthful people on TikTok is a group of people that don't know crap. Nicole, I cannot say where I'm living at now. Safety reasons, I will not say it. Okay, Carrie. Um, so, we're still in a hotel. So, but that's where they reached and made the whole connection that I sent Detroit Nike $8. How crazy of a reach is that?
Yeah.
But for groups that only deal with facts, they sure put that out there as a fact, and they didn't know it was a fact or not. Proof is there ain't no proof. You got stupid stuff up. I just said exactly what y'all's proof is. Me asking him how much did he have. I leave the live for a while. I come back. He's still talking about needing money. I was like, did you get the $8? That doesn't mean I sent it to him. I didn't say, did you get the $8 that I sent you? I didn't say that. I said, did you get the $8? So if someone comes on here and asks me if I got the 340 I need, does that mean they sent it to me? Is that what that means? Or does that just mean that they're asking me, hey, have you got the money you need yet? I'll be right back. That group would be the JSA group, the Just Stop Already Awareness group, and them over there from the Reddit page, because she's the one that runs that page. Oh, my ankle popped. You hear that? My ankle's finally popping good. Whew, boy, that felt good. No, I wasn't trolling him. I didn't know anything about the kid at the time. I seen him on there needing $8. I came back an hour later. He's still asking. I just asked if he got the money. I was curious. Because I never said anywhere that I was sending him any money. I never asked him what his CA was, his PayPal, his whatever. I didn't ask for none of that. Seen somebody that I don't know too much about asking for help. Watched him for a little while. Didn't like his content. Left. Came back. He was still asking. Still didn't like his content. But I was just curious if he had it. Just like people ask questions here. So, but the proof is made up. So who's telling the lies now? If you make up proof of something and it's not the truth, but yet you're accusing somebody of lying, I tell you, if you don't know what awareness groups are, don't bother to learn. Don't bother. Don't go down that rabbit hole, because I tell you right now, there are more people claiming to do awareness and claiming that they're a part of the awareness community. There's tenfold people doing that than there are people asking for help on this out. I like fishing, but I don't like touching fish. I know that's weird, but it's like I just I just cannot stand touching a fish unless it's battered and deep fried. Oh, Unstable Network. I ain't had one of those in a while. No, I listen to people's advice. I'm just always broke. Bean Bean, what's going on? Gas is a killer. It's over $4 a gallon where we're at. Well, G Mama, that's a. Who was your sister? Bean, where you going? But if anybody can help us at all, guys, anything towards the room is going to be a miracle at this point. Um, don't know. I don't know, guys. I just don't know. I do believe in miracles, though. Hey, Holly and Ben. I have until tomorrow afternoon to pay on it. They will give you a little extra time, but they're not going to give you days. Hey, Tusk. So, oh, she was the one I blocked because it kept repeating the same thing. I was like, I'm only going to sit there and listen. I don't mind people giving advice. I don't mind people talking. I don't mind it at all. But I want to go sit here and listen to the same person saying or asking the same thing over and over and over and over for so long until I'm going to just block them. Because at that point, you're asking the same questions, you're saying the same thing that you've already got the same answers to, or the same comment to, and you're just over and over and over and over. Hey, Heart, be kind, it's free. Hey, how are you doing? So it's like, it's been a it's been a day. Yeah, and she done said that several times before. And Jesus Christ. I'm with you on that one. I'd have been all right if my check would have been there. We could have just got on here and talked, had some fun. You know, there's something down the road for when we don't have to ask for any help that I'm going to try to do on here that I think is going to be fun. I'm going to enjoy it. So battles used to help. We used to do battles. That was when we first got on here and finally got our live. We did battles and actually did some decent weeks. A couple $100 for a week. Which was for a small creator at that time. We were really, we was doing actual videos and stuff too. That was pretty good. Um, the last time we sat down and tried to battle, the only person that did any good to was the person we was battling against, because the trolls would make sure to go into those people's room and send them gifts to beat us. If anybody came into our room and started gifting us, they was very quick to go into those people's DMs and tell them, "Oh, you're gifting someone who's doing this. They're lying. They're doing this. They're taking money from this person." So it didn't work. So I think she might want down, baby. You okay? Did you cut your fingernails?
Yeah, I had to.
Okay. Yeah, people do battle all day. Thank you, Paulette. I got a buddy who gets on here and he battles.
I forgot to put them in my pocket.
What was it?
The nail clippers.
Oh, he battles all day long on here and he makes a pretty good living. But he doesn't have trolls on there. He doesn't have trolls on there blocking their gifters. Because if my gifters come in, they start sending us gifts, and we got a decent battle going on, and we got okay. This battle might be a $4 or $5 battle, and then they go straight to the DMs, and the people, people like, hey, don't gift him because he's done this, he's done that, and they tell him a bunch of lies, and then they leave. And then I'm doing battles, and I'm doing it for clicks at this point. I'm not making any money off of it. I'm not winning anything. I'm not getting any gifts because of the trolls going in and just absolutely wrecking it. So I would love to get on here, but like I said, my friend gets on here and battles, and does really good. He makes a living off of it. I did. I checked my text. I sent one back. He makes a living at it, but he's on here from 7 o'clock in the morning till 11 o'clock at night, almost constantly. The only time he's not on here battling is when he's driving to. He'll go to the gym, but then he's battling the whole time he's at the gym. So.
You stuck?
What happened to her over there? I'm accepting advice, but it's like I'm not listening to the same thing 20 times from the same person. And you're just repeating the same thing that someone just got. You said it was your sister? Repeated stuff over and over and over. So I blocked them because I'm not sitting there in the whole chat being one person saying stuff over and over. And then you come back and you're doing the same thing. I'll take advice. Believe me, I'll take advice from anybody. I'm humble enough to know that I need advice for things. But when you're coming in and just saying the same thing, just to say it, that's the different situation. It's not advice at that point. It's attention. Alley Cat, I'm needing $340 to keep the room. Anything towards that, I'm not asking anybody to send the full amount. If they can, that would be unbelievably a blessing and a half. But if they could send anything, that's we're just trying to keep our hotel room. That's our main goal. So anybody could help with anything towards that. Y'all do not know how much y'all would be blessing us with that. And why did you think it was paid? Can I ask that question? I didn't get my check this week. If you thought, because I was supposed to pay for it with my check, yeah, I was, but I didn't get my check this week. Is that what you're saying there? Okay, I was just trying to make sure what was going on there. Because there's been the lie being told is that Eli paid it for a month. But if people was really, trying to do some math there, if he'd have paid it 2 weeks ago for a month, then I would still have 2 more weeks paid. I wouldn't be sitting here asking for the room money. If I needed groceries or something, I'd be asking for groceries. That threw me off. Because I always, when I ask for help, I ask for what we need, not for something we don't need and hope we get it and do something else with it. Whew, right ear is itching. Who in my family said I'm not working? And how would they know? Don't block the David. Don't nobody block David. I want to see if they'll actually give an answer. Who in my family said I'm not working? I'm gonna give a little power to David here. I'm gonna try not to do this, but I might get in an arguing mood every once in a while. David, 334474. You have the floor, my friend. He said, my family said I'm not working. Or actually, he said, why did your family say you aren't working? Yeah. Tell me who in my family said that. Okay, VA. And thank you for that. I do appreciate any help in the past or anything. I truly appreciate it. And I will answer the question to my best of my ability.
We're still waiting on. Yeah, I'd like to know.
Yeah, they don't have an answer yet. My stepmother. Okay. How would she know? How would my stepmom know anything about me when I don't talk to her? No, you tell me you know that she said it, so please tell me how she would know when I don't talk to her. Who'd she tell it to? Come on, give me some information here. Back it up. Back up your facts. Because right now it's just hearsay that y'all are stating as a fact. Because someone who doesn't know anything said something. And VA girl, feel free to answer the question or ask the question anytime you need to. No. Okay, so it's hearsay. So it's not a fact then, right? Because she doesn't have any proof of anything that I do in my life. Because I have nothing to do with her. And I don't have any intentions of it. No. It's hearsay, David. Hearsay isn't a fact. Did VA finally ask her question? And I missed it, I guess. And then she got blocked. I don't know what the question was. I missed the whole question. Oh, so my dad said it. Okay, how would my dad know? How would my dad know?
So
I'm working on unblocking her so I can see the question.
first it was your stepmom, and now it's.
Well, one person is saying it's my stepmom, and the other person is saying that it was my dad. Okay. If VA girl comes back in to ask her questions, please let her ask it. It is because they're going by hearsay. They're taking words that from apparently it's either my stepmother or my dad said it, because now I got both of them saying it. I don't talk to my stepmom. I don't have anything to do with her. I don't want to have anything to do with her. I don't have any intentions on that. Okay, I just got told what the question was that VA asked. She's supportive with me doing what I have to do to keep us afloat. She's also supportive of me going to work and trying to get us out of this. But she understands that to keep the room over our heads, I have to get help and I have to ask for it. Because at this point, I can't do it by myself. I want to be at the point to where I can. But she understands that I'm going to do what I've got to do to keep us safe and keep her safe with her health issues. She doesn't need to be sitting in a car all day and all night in any type of weather. And if this is what I got to do to make sure that she's not, then it's what I'm going to do until I get steady enough paychecks to where I do not have to worry about coming in here and asking for anything. I can try to set up this next step that me and someone else has talked about that I love the idea. Yeah, point blank. If my dad said that, he's lying. If my stepmom said that, she's lying. Don't even live in the same city with them. Okay, I sat there and I said 20 times earlier that if you're going to come in and repeat the same stuff over and over and over and over. Sophie, everybody who's asking that today it never comes to tuition. I DM them, I say something to them about it, then they go missing. I don't know if they're trolling me or they get DM'd a lot and they change their mind. I don't know what's happening. So, Triple G, a lot of people are getting blocked because I'm tired of seeing the same thing from the same person over and over and over and over and over. And I'm just, and these troll accounts aren't going to get and they're not going to come in here and spam the live out. So they'll get blocked immediately. Now, I did tell VA girl she could ask her question and I would answer it to the best of my ability. I was back and forth with this David character and missed the question. She got blocked. She's unblocked. She's unmuted. She can come in. I do apologize for that block because I did tell her she could ask the question. Yeah. I can 110% see exactly why it was blocked because it was kind of in the same range of questions that trolls ask. So, but now just because I'm not saying the question was rude, but just because I tell somebody they can ask the question doesn't mean anybody can ask a question. Everybody has the floor to ask the question. I don't care. I don't deal with rude questions. She asked the question. Rudeness is in the eye of the beholder on that one. You know, one person reading it says, okay, this is rude. The other person is reading it as, well, that's not rude. So she's unblocked now. God. What do I need to do? She was blocked by a mod. The mod blocked her because of the question she asked. Now I don't know if they've seen everything that happened in between there. I didn't block her. But she's unblocked now. She's unmuted. Should be unmuted. I know she's unblocked. If she's not unmuted, she can tell somebody and I'll get her unmuted. And I apologize for her being blocked after she asked the question. Now, I don't know how to be any more clear with that. I didn't block her. My mod did. I'm not saying my mod did anything wrong. They read it and made a judgment. You know, we do get a lot of rudeness in that same line. I don't have a clue who Tammy is. Who's Tammy? Huh? They're asking me who Tammy is. I don't know. I'll need more context. Do I even know a Tammy besides off of here? Oh, Miss Tisha, what do you want me to do? What's the solution? I've apologized. I've unblocked her, unmuted her. I even answered the question she asked. What else can I do? I mean, I'll apologize to her if she wants to come back into the room. I mean, I'll do it when she comes in. Okay, but everything's been fixed. So what else do you want me to do? Mods don't get paid from TikTok. They don't get paid from me. They're in here on their own time because they're our friends. They like us, and they're modding this craziness out on their own. When we sit down and we talk about what to block, and this, you know, My stepmom's daughter is Tammy?
No. There's no Tammy.
There's two girls there, right?
Yeah, there's
And
not.
one starts with a K, the other one starts with an M. I'm not going to blast their name out. And the rest of them are boys.
Yeah, that's it.
And there's what, 4 boys that she had?
Yeah.
S, B,
Yeah.
J.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's the.
So 3 boys, 2 girls.
Mm-hmm.
Thought there was a 4th boy. I don't know.
I know for sure though. There's no Tammy in there.
I think I was counting B twice because some of them use his middle name. Some of them use his first name. I've never been close with any of them. I've never been close with my steps. Not that set of steps. The first set of steps, brothers and sister, I was a little bit closer to. Second set of step brothers and sisters, we've never really been that close. We've been cordial to each other sometimes, speak when we see each other, but we've never been close. It's just we all lived on 2 different life paths, and it just kind of we never, what they was into I wasn't into, and we didn't cross paths. So we are needing some help with the room crescent wrench. And this massive headache that I have that is kicking me from the back of my head through to the front. So apparently I have a stepsister named Tammy.
Well, all right.
That I never knew of.
Sister Tammy.
So if I don't even know I've got a stepsister named Tammy, then how would they even know about?
Yeah.
Oh, I think people like me. I think there's people in this room who like me. I think there's people in this room who love me. There's people in this room who hate me. But here's the thing about it is, at the end of the day, I don't need. Listen, I don't, and I don't. At the end of the day, there's one person to me that if I lost, I would be devastated for the rest of my life. I love a lot of people. I care about a lot of people. It would, if there's a few people, there's a one in this chat now that if I lost them, I would be devastated, and I would miss them for the rest of my life. There's one person that if I lost, I would never get over it, and I don't think I could go forward with my life. So, as long as I got a couple of good people around me. JC, she said, "Oh, Tim, you don't have to say that about me." I don't want to lose any of my friends. I don't want to lose my family, but it's like everybody has those people in your life that, if you lost them, I've lost friends in this situation that I didn't think I'd ever lose. And it hasn't affected me as much as I thought it would. It really hasn't. When I got away from wrestling, it was like I lost friends because I wasn't around them every weekend. We wasn't going to we wasn't driving 10 hours to a show with them, you know, it was that situation, and like you know, in life you're blessed with some people you love and some people that you don't want to lose, and those are the people you hang on to. Um, but as far as everybody loving me, I don't care if everybody loves me or not. You know, I don't care if everybody loves me because I'm telling you, the people who do love me make up for the people who don't. That's a good way to put it. Don't be mushy. Now I tell you, there's a few people that, hey, if somebody called me and said, "Hey, this person's gone," I'd be heartbroken, and I'd miss them the rest of my life. Um, you know, that's everybody. G Mama Fish found out she had a half sister that's 59 years old with her ancestry. That's wild.
Wow.
Crescent Ranch, I'm sorry I was on a little rant right then. I can't give up my location. Um, I can't do it. I can't let anybody know where I'm at. I appreciate the offer. I definitely understand that, Tusk. And now we're on Jesse's foot pictures.
What?
She can keep her feet pictures. I don't like feet. She can keep all of her pictures. I'm not asking for any. But believe me, the last thing I would buy from somebody would be feet pics. I just don't think feet are that attractive at all. I tell you, it ain't nothing sexier than a nice juicy kneecap. You want to flex? Show me a sexy kneecap. Oh, God bless. It was so stupid. I'm sorry. Whew.
What about an elbow? Doesn't do anything for
Too
you.
pointy. I like the roundness of a kneecap. Yeah, the roundness of a kneecap is the elbow is just too pointy and hard. That nice roundness of the kneecap is just
My
like.
shoulder's round.
I'm a kneecap guy. Every once in a while, we just got to step back and laugh, guys. Thank you, Crescent Wrench.
Oh, Charleston sexy underwear.
There we go. That's how we're going to become rich. We're going to make kneecap thongs and sexy lingerie for your kneecaps, and we're going to be rich. We're going to make kneecap lingerie. It comes out of nowhere. Doesn't matter if the knees had a recent injection for arthritis. Asking for a friend. That would be let's see. We would set up a website for that. We'd call it we'll call it GrannyKnees.com.
GrannyKnees.com. Never mind. Never mind. I'm not going to do that to her.
Listen, I'm not going to say this out, but we all know what the word means.
You can also be true. It's a podcaster on there.
Granny Knees, and that turned into geriatric greatness, and that turned into Jerry Needs. Jeremy's. That is great. Listen, $1 million idea here, guys. We're coming up with it. Nils. Wait a minute. How do you spell knee? Knee start with a. Does knee have a silent K on it?
Yeah.
Damn it. Yeah, I'm sitting there looking at knees with a silent K. Kills. Knees I like to feel. I was sitting there looking at knees with a silent K, and I was just like, does it have a silent K? There we go. We're going to start a new site. We're going to start a new site called Only Knees.
Only knees.
We got young knees, old knees, hairy knees, fat knees, short knees, skinny knees. We got them all. If you need a knee, we got a knee. Don't ask me to repeat what I just said. Not doing a payday loan. That just gets you in a trap where you can't get out of it, and then every week I'm screwed over and over and over. Okay, I'm glad we laughed for a second. Now we got to get back to being serious. Oh, man. We got knee deep into that one.
That's a knee slapper right there.
I want to get a tattoo of a cap above my knee. Be my kneecap. Anyway, Carrie said a bunch of laughing faces. Triple G said, dang it, now my knees hurt. Like, do you want to watch me rub biofreeze on my knees? $9.95 for the pay-per-view live. We done went knee deep. We are knee deep in the onlyknees.com. You got a lot of people laughing, so I feel like a lot of people think that that's funny. If you don't think that's funny, that's fine, you know. Somebody needs a knee in their life. If I guarantee you, if you looked into it, that's a thing probably. I don't know.
Sure he is.
I'm 46 years old, and this is the first time someone ever told me I got a Wii. All right, I hope.
What?
G Mama said I got a Wii. It was the first time anybody's ever told me that, so I hope you. Oh, I got a Wii knee. Yeah, feet are a thing, and I don't understand that. But hey, it's each your own, you know. You probably got somebody out there like getting their collarbone kissed on. I don't know. Be like, girl, come on over here. I'm going to put some collard greens on your collarbone. I'll call you a biscuit, but I ain't buttering your butt. Oh, God. Amber posted weenie and then a bunch of smiley faces. She said, I just got it. I didn't get it when she said it either. I was like, I thought she was telling me she had to go to the bathroom. I got a wee. Somebody actually responded back to her, go wee wee.
That's why I said, well, I say I have to go tingle. That's what they were talking about.
Kit says she's so short, knee-high socks are thigh highs. Goodness gracious, guys. It felt good to laugh for a minute. It really did. I know, I'm getting sleepy too. Got up till 4:30 in the morning was for the birds. Probably can. How tall are you, Shellbell? Oh, we went to sleep early and then we just kind of woke up and got talking to each other and had some good conversation. And then a piece of chicken. That's not a joke. It really happened. You're 5'9". Y'all just beat a dumb joke to death, huh? Somebody seen one dumb joke that didn't get a response, so they decided they would repeat it. Whew. I'm 6'4". I've always been nervous to wear heels too. I tell that, didn't it?
Yeah.
Angela's 5'5". I'm 6'4". That's how tall my cousin is. She's 4'11". I used to love to put her favorite glass up on the top shelf. I used to work with a girl. It was so funny. Oh, Nikki. I loved working with Nikki. Like, she was 5 foot tall. But you asked her, Nikki, how tall are you? She was, I'm 4'12". It's like, so you 5 foot tall? She's like, no, I'm 4'12". They would argue with you that she was 4'12". Triple G said he can't crawl in the boat with heels on. We got a 4'10". All right, we're just keep getting shorter. We got a 4'10", a 4'11". 4'10" is the shortest. I'm 6'4", the tallest so far. Anybody got me beat? I'm 6'4" when I wake up in the morning. I'm about 6'2" when I go to sleep. My back and everything just decides that it wants to compress really hard. And that's no. Remember the one time I went to the chiropractor, and he set my back and everything, and I went in. They measured my height, and I was a little bit over 6'1". When they got done fixing me, I was 6 foot, at least a tad bit over 6'4". Mm-hmm. Guys, before it gets too late, I know it's getting late. I'm going to stay on as long as I can tonight, and hope and pray that someone finds it in their heart to help us out with the room, because we are still we're at a standstill of $340 for it. I'm extremely worried that we're not going to have it in time. Like, I'm trying not to let that worry in, but it's like, because I just had this overwhelming feeling of peace earlier today when I was praying, and strength and patience, and a miracle was definitely what I was praying for. But it's trying to stay in that good spirit with that, but it's hard. It's hard when you're facing that. I know how much time I have until tomorrow, and you're not for sure what's going to happen. I know how sleep's going to be tonight. It's going to be next to nothing, unless an absolute miracle opens up and someone helps us out. That is true, Triple G. That is true. But it was fun to laugh for a second. Definitely needed that. It kind of recharged me a little bit. Glad everybody laughed with us. But if anybody can help with anything at all, guys, it would be appreciated. Looking up something real quick, guys. Trying to see, but that still went too far back for me. Oh, I can't find it, so we'll just talk. I'm going to mute you guys for 1 second. I'll be right back. I'll be sure to unmute you this time, not like I did earlier today, and keep y'all muted for like 5 minutes. Okay, guys, I'm back. All right, Triple G, you have a go and you be safe out there on the waters, man. I'm at a point where I don't have a clue what to do at this time. I mean, I've been on for a while today, and I just can't seem to reach anybody about getting some help here. So. Kim, we're $340 short. I'm asking if anybody can help with anything towards that. I know that's a big number, and I'm hoping if anybody can help with anything towards it. I do have a check coming, and it just ain't gonna. It's not gonna be here in time to pay it. My room's due tomorrow. Thank you, Kim. Appreciate prayers all the time. Hey, Holly. I'm guessing it's Holly. Could be Haley with that star. Is it Holly or Haley? Okay. I thought Holly at first, but I thought, well, it's a star. It could be Haley. I want to make sure. I try my best to get people's names right. Thank you. Like I said, prayers, we accept prayers all the time. I understand that completely. I'm off tomorrow. I guess that's the only break I'm kind of catching. But if we don't have a room, she doesn't have anywhere to stay while I'm working. So I tell you guys, I'm on a roller coaster of emotions. Like a while ago, we was all kind of laughing and cutting up, and I enjoyed that a lot. But it's like, man, when reality decides to grab you again by the shirt collar, it does it. Thank you for that, Holly. I appreciate that. Being there and the one talking to them and everything, I think they will. I think it'll be later in the week before I get my check. Hey, Totiro. But yeah. Need a haircut, don't I? Need to get up my clippers. Well, we'll see how this goes. And if everything goes all right, I'll get up my clippers and charge them and give myself an old buzz cut. What's this? Oh, it's just an old live of a. What? There went the pay app notification.
All right then.
No, there went. a text for one of my mods saying that they are very sleepy and need to get some rest. If it was a pay app notification going off, I would tell y'all what it was.
Just like he always does.
Katie, I have to keep my boxes like this right here for our safety reasons. So I don't do a video stream. And I can't just put just a solid picture up because the green screen doesn't work all that often. I wished it did, but until I can figure out a safer way to stay live without people being able to see me, this is the way I have to do it. Ooh, you scratched me. Up, 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 up. Before go up, go over. Oh, go up some more. There, go down some more. You went too far that time. Oh, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Whew. I wished it was the pay. I've got $30. That's how much money I've got out of the 370 I need. $30. I've spent a lot of hours today. Okay. I want to clear that up. So a lot of things in storage because I said my aunt had my old football jerseys at her house. She saved something that was in the closet when I moved out down there in 1998. She doesn't throw anything away.
What does that even have to do with anything?
And then I don't have a storage unit. Your little brother let me put some stuff in his shed, but they think we have everything in storage, and apparently we've been paying for storage units. Lisa, I am working. My check just got kind of screwed up this week, and it's left me in a bad spot. Just me. I actually had the $30 before I came on. That's the really crazy thing about it. Like we've been on, I don't know how many. I've been on 2 hours this time trying to get some help, and I was on a couple of hours before, maybe a little bit longer. I don't know what to do at this point. Like I really don't. Um, I hate the fact that this is even going on because this is the day that me and my wife could have been spending together if everything would have been all right. We could have hung out together. We could have, my check would have been here. My room would have been paid. Our room would have been paid. We would have went and bought some extra groceries. We'd have went and probably got us a nice drink somewhere, nice coffee. We would have spent time with each other, but we've been in the same room together today, but it's just been. Thank you, Grandma. Appreciate that. And gas prices are killing me here too. We're over $4 a gallon here. So it's definitely not like see your phone for 1 second. I don't even know what I just stopped in the middle of a sentence there. I just want it for 1 second and you can plug it back up. Y'all bear with me.
Just have to sit right there.
Oh. So anybody can help us with anything at all, guys. Anything that gets us closer to that goal. Anything would be a part of a miracle right now. I have no idea what an out of bound acceptance is, but oh, okay. I tell you, gas is killing everything. It's eventually going to shut down the economy if it keeps getting higher. And I said that once before, and everybody's like, "Oh no, the economy will keep running." Do y'all not realize what runs our economy is 18-wheeler trucks? They ship everything we need back and forth, our groceries, everything. And when they get too expensive to run, they're just going to keep marking things up so they can keep running. When everything's going to get too high to afford. Yeah, that's insane. Whew. And you know, that's a great idea too, to have your own garden. Oh, meds have been crazy for years. And that's how we get better at anything. Is just we just got to keep on trying. Got to keep on keeping on. I am off tomorrow. Sunday and Monday is my days off. Should have turned that fan this way before I lay down. Burning up. Gotta stretch these old hips out. All right, Jennifer, welcome in. Been better. Been a lot better. Been a lot worse. So it's 50-50. Oh, well, thank you. That's a little Pixar character of us, but I think we're kind of cute. I tell you guys, I am sleepy tonight. If I didn't have all this stress on me, I'd probably sleep like a baby tonight.
You know, I never understood that expression.
Yeah, when the babies sleep, they sleep deep and silent, peacefully. I knew where you was going. Babies wake up a lot in the middle of the night, but when they do sleep, they're just so peaceful, and you never see a baby just like really tossing and turning and sleeping rough. That's the way I always took it. I knew where you was going with that. It's been a long 2 days, that's definitely for sure. And it's going to be a long night, and looks like it'll be a long day tomorrow. I'm not gonna hit these little spats if I'm not talking. I'm just trying to figure out what to say because I just don't know what to say at this point. I'm trying not to just be um, down and everything, but it's kind of like it's really taking a toll on me, and it's really it's really just. And the old saying that tomorrow I'm hoping for the best but preparing for the worst. Like I feel like that's my life. It'll get better one day. It's got to. Right? We go keep pushing through everything. We're going to keep making strides where we can. Like that old good time song. Keep our heads above water and make a wave when we can.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still waiting on my taxes. I filed them. They've been saying they're pending for freaking 3.5, 4 weeks now. Hey, Jeremy, how are you doing? I do not. Just a girl. That is some good news, Shelby. Thank everybody who's double tapped tonight and everything. Come here and talk. I appreciate all you guys. We did have a little bit of fun tonight. Didn't get any help. Still a long ways off. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I wasn't getting back much this year, but man, it would come in handy if they'd send it to me. Or at least tell me why they haven't sent it to me. For you to be watching videos, laughing it up. I don't hear your laughter right now. Hell no, my luck, these trolls on here is probably called them and they're doing some kind of search, but I'm not worried about that because everything was recorded and filed, so they can look it up all they want. So somebody's playing with my curls.
Mm-hmm.
Chat GPT is how I did that one. My hair starts to get long, it starts to curl up in the back and everything, and Angela likes to play with my curl. Yeah, Chat GTP or GPT. Is it PT or G? It's what? It's over GTP or GPT. It's one of the two.
GPT, I think.
I think it's GPT. Yeah, I don't think it's got. Is it GTP? I don't know. I'm sure if you type it in there, you'll find it with one of those. Like if you put in GTP and it's not there, put in GPT. I think it's GPT. Oh. Mm. It's just crazy. Like you pay taxes on your money all year long. You pay taxes when you buy something. You pay taxes on it with taxed money. Then at the end of the year, they're like, "Hey, we're going to tax you some more." You drive your tax car on the tax roads that your tax money paid for, but then it tears up your car. And then you got to go pay taxes on getting your car fixed just to drive it back to the home that you're paying taxes on with your already taxed money just to pay taxes at the end of the year. Makes sense. Yeah, we pay taxes on everything that with our taxed money. That's how Dyersburg was. Dyersburg was horrible. Okay, ask away. Yeah, and the patch jobs that they do is not even any good. It's like within 2 weeks, the patch jobs already drove. It's already drove out of the hole. You know, the people done ran over it enough. They knock it out, and it's just. I guess that's how Dyersburg was. They fixed one main stretch in Dyersburg called Lake Road. But at at the red light on Lake Road, the big red light on it, they put such a hump in the road. Like if you almost can take off flying if you're going down 51 on it and you hit that hump, it'll almost launch you. Michael, I have this up right here for our safety. I've had too many people try to figure out where we're at. So this is just up for us to make sure nobody can figure out where me and my wife are staying at. Okay, Shelby, it looks like you are my last mod standing tonight. But I don't know how much longer I'm going to. Like, I'm trying to stay on to get some help, but we'll see what the next 30 minutes brings. I'm needing a lot of help to keep our motel room. I have to pay it for the week, and I've got $30 to my name. I don't have a game plan for if I don't have it, so. I do have a car. Okay, talk a lot. I hope you're feeling better. It's getting pretty warm here. Our days are in the low 80s. Well, we'll pray that you get better and you start feeling better and everything. Don't have anywhere to set a tent up for one. Camping is illegal. Camping just out on property is illegal in the state of Tennessee. So. What you doing?
Just running past me.
Okay. What was an interesting name? The Curly Locks? Where they've made another picture of me. Yeah, that's because I said the story a while ago about my hair gets curly in the back when it grows out, and so they made a picture of me with long curly hair.
You do have long curly hair, so it's not really.
Yeah. But when it gets really long, it straightens out. Like when it was super long that one time, it was just really good and wavy. It's just they don't have nothing better to do in their lives besides sit here for 2.5 hours with us on live and make stupid pictures. If anybody can help us with anything at all going towards the room, guys, we appreciate it. I really don't know what we're going to do if we don't get any help. Can I see your phone for a second? No, I'm not asking for $500. I need help with 340. I'm a kind and caring person. Don't like liars or beggars. Well, if you're a kind and caring person. $370 is a week. I have $30 of it. That's all I have. So I'm trying to get some help with anything going towards the other part of it. I was just staring at my screen. I don't even know what I was doing just then. I was just looking. It was almost like I was in a trance. I can't donate plasma because one of the blood pressure meds that I take, it makes me ineligible to donate. I do have a job, and the only reason I'm needing help this week is because my checks got messed up, and I don't have it to pay on my own. Good check on DMs. I'll talk a lot, so they was going to send me a DM. So if anybody can help me with anything at all, guys, it'd be appreciated. It'd be an absolute miracle at this point. It would be more than appreciated. It would be. I can't even. Not 100% sure. They just told me they'd have it fixed before next payday. And next payday would be Friday. So they kind of gave themselves virtually a full week there to fix my paycheck. Huh? Okay, cool. Excuse me. But any help with anything would be appreciated. I would prefer Venmo or PayPal. You could help sending it to those two spots. That's the preferred locations. If you have either one of those, I can tell you. I'll tag you in my address. I have a Cash App I can use if you have a Cash App. Or a CA, as you're supposed to say on here. I keep forgetting. Kitty, I think Triple G got off quite some time ago to go to sleep. I think you just missed him. Let's see, pop back on. I haven't seen it. Michael, I have Cash App also that I can use, so I don't know if you have that or not. Hey, Sam, how are you doing? Um, yeah, Susie Q, exactly. I could. Hey, single mom. Sam, I don't let anybody come up in the boxes. I'm sorry, I've had some bad experiences with that. Um, Ginger, I'm $340 short from. It's a huge number. I've got $30 to my name. I would rather get to know you first and just talk. I'll talk to you in chat or DM if you want to do that. But as far as a box, I don't let anybody up in boxes. The only reason I have the boxes up here like this is because this is a safety reason. So I'm sorry. It is a long time to be homeless. I hope that you're back on your feet. And I hope you do understand why I have to decline letting someone join. Stupid trolls. Wait a minute, I'm a little confused. Are you homeless and 19 years old? Or was you homeless for 19 years? That's what I'm a little confused on. Okay. Okay, that's okay. So I did read that right. Okay. With the 19 and I got the gift, that kind of threw me off. I'm not saying you would do anything bad. I'm just saying that I can't, for my own personal reasons. I have to really know somebody for a long time before letting them in a box. And there's only been a couple people who's got a box. I do hope you understand. I'm gonna shoot you a follow though, man, because I'd like to see your story and stuff. I'd like to hear about it. Yeah, I seen where it said you're live 10:30 p.m. Eastern. So are you getting ready to go live here soon? Oh, okay. What time do you go live on? You still talking? Oh Lord! I told me like 20 minutes ago they was just gonna send a DM. And they've been typing the whole time. I want to scroll up 10 times to read it. Did you get out of being homeless? Or are you still homeless? Awesome, that's amazing. I tell you, Jesus will do it. He will, that's for sure. We are definitely trying to get back on our feet. I just want to get us to a point to where if something happens, I don't have to fall back on this, and then we can continue to work on other things and build and feel you on that one, Sam. That's been the only thing that's gotten me through a lot of days is faith, and open up my daily devotional and read it, and it is in line with exactly what's going on with me. That's no accident. That's you know, that's on purpose. You know. I tell you, God is always there. And I'm going to tell you something that I heard Steelers girl that helps me with that. You remember back when you was in school and you took a test? The teacher didn't speak during the test. Same way with the Lord. He's the teacher. He's teaching us through these trials and stuff that we're going through in life. And, you know, people are like, hey, I just don't know if he's even there. He's there. Well, I don't hear him. He's not making any motion. Well, when you was in school and you was taking that big important test and the teacher just didn't get up and make a lot of racket and let you know a bunch of stuff, but he was there the whole time watching you. And that's the Lord right there. He might put you through a test and you might be quiet while you're doing the test, but he's watching you. He's right there with you through the whole thing. So he's teaching you, and he's putting you in the right spot. And I've done this. Man, I've fought the right spot so many times because I thought where I needed to be, and this isn't where that's taking me. But the whole time it was. Finally?
Yes, I don't know what just happened.
I don't know either. Good grief. All right, Sam. Hey, I look forward to getting to know you more, and then maybe we can just get on here one night and just talk about the Lord. You have a good night, my friend. After a while.